Hey Kelly,
Hi.
thanks for
Glad to
helping.
meet you.
Thanks for helping my project.
Of course.
Could you say a couple words about yourself?
So I'm Kelly. I'm front of house manager for the Tabletop Tavern inside of Dragon's Lair, North Houston, one of the largest game stores in Houston.
I love this place. It's filled with so many like creative, interesting, friendly people.
Thank you.
What did you announce this plane and astronauts back to the moon?
I actually am quite familiar with it. I'm a bit of an astrophile myself. In fact, I actually took off work so
Oh,
I
wow.
could take my kids to go to the
Eclipse.
eclipse in. I was about to say Denton. It wasn't Denton. I was just there, but it was a fun time for all and had. My kids even had a great time there. So.
And it wasn't cloudy?
No, we did have some cloud cover, but we were able to see the full eclipse, and we even got like the nightfall effect and everything. I have to say, it was definitely a once in a lifetime experience, and you're never going to be able to like recreate that again unless you can get it on the line of like full totality. Which I believe the next one's in Australia.
I think
In a
something
few
like
years,
that.
yeah.
I know people travel around the world to various places to see it.
Oh yeah, there's eclipse fan clubs out there, so you know.
So what do you think about us going back to the moon?
You know what? I think it's kind of high time that we do that now. It's kind of nice to be able to put our money into more industrious efforts that involve, you know, being able to expand our travel and our knowledge about what goes on outside of the world. I'd love for us to eventually use that as a stepping stone to be able to get to Mars, like we've been talking about for decades now.
So talking about that, like if you were to look out in 200 years, do you think we have people living their lives on like Mars and the moon, or do you think we're still just here on Earth, maybe these little short trips?
I think we would actually, in about 200 years, I do think it's possible for us to have research colonies out there. I don't think we'd have full-fledged communities at that point.
Do you think eventually that would happen, and it's just a matter of time, or do you think it would like never
Oh yeah,
happen?
well, I mean, believe it or not, like we're making huge steps in scientific research and bounds like all the time. Like you see it a lot in the medical field, just how much you can advance in just 5 years. So imagine if we actually put our efforts towards intergalactic space travel, how far we could actually go in a short amount of time.
It is amazing to think about how much time we do have available and stuff. But if you could, would you take a trip to space?
I'd love to. It's actually be one of my dreams to be able to do that.
Do you think you'll get a chance in your lifetime?
Probably not. I don't have any kind of connections that would even get me even considered for the short list, let alone, you know, I can't even imagine how much it would cost just to go on like a trip just to go up and down. I know William Shatner did it last year, I believe. And that guy was terrified, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a Starship captain.
Exactly. Like that dude has his whole career at the idea of space travel.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much for your time.
You're
It's a
welcome.
pleasure to get to talk to you.
I'm not going to make you shake my